Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom, and welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Gun Dog Outdoors. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world-famous Andy Shaver.
Pales in comparison to our guest today.
From Thibodaux, Louisiana. Probably the best personality I've seen come out of Louisiana since, it's got to be Justin Wilson. Stalekracker. Stale, how are you doing, sir?
And I am great. I'm in New Orleans right now. We had a big charity event for kids with brain cancer. We got a whole hog on the grill, cooking a pasta, just giving back to the community. You know, God blessed me with a talent to attempt to cook, I'd say. And I know you brought Justin Wilson up. He was my neighbor for a few years growing up, so I did get some advice from him. But we had a good event, and we just living life and doing things big, you know. So
what was Justin like in real life now? Because I saw the TV personality. Was he just like that in real life?
Man, that dude was a hoot, man. And then, you know, I met him, I guess I was about 20 years old, and I met him in, he was my neighbor, and I moved in next to him. And I looked over there, I said, ain't no way. I said, that's the same guy me and my grandpa watched. And, you know, my grandpa was a Cajun cook. That's where I learned to cook from. And, you know, I guarantee that was him. And I talked with him, and I told him about my grandpa. I told him about all the fairs and festivals. And you know, he said, son, when it's cooking, just have fun. Just make the crowd laugh. It's an experience. You know, and when I talk about the crawfish and the cooking, it's not about balling the crawfish. Get your family together and have a crawfish cooking experience. So that's what it's about.
Yeah, the Southern Louisiana boys are my favorite clients because, number one, they always cook for us. When they come out here, they bring all their pots and pans because everybody's got their special pots and pans. They bring all that, and it's an experience, and everybody's family. So, you know, they all come out here, and the rule is if you're going to cook out here, you got to cook for everybody at the lodge. And they're like,
that's right.
Fuck, sign me up. So, and it doesn't matter if we have people from Oklahoma, North Dakota. If there's a group of guys from Southern Louisiana that are cooking, everybody at the lodge is family.
That's one thing about us. You know, sometimes we cook and we don't even eat our own food. It's about putting smiles on other people's faces that never experienced the Cajun cuisine. I went to Kentucky this year on a deer hunt, and I didn't even have to act. It was guaranteed that I was going to cook for the whole camp. And we burrowed some shrimp. It was a great time, and it was just expected. And look, there's the smiles on people's faces to get a good Cajun experience. And it's, you know, back to the crawfish. When I get to ship crawfish to somebody and they have the first crawfish ball of their life and they enjoying what they're doing and they're like, did we do it right? I said, it doesn't matter. Next time you be better, but you had a great time. So I think more about the Cajun experience is putting smiles on other people's faces, you know.
Now, Andy, you're a good cook. I mean, you're not near at this level, but you're a good cook. Would you do crawfish, or would you be nervous to do them?
I would do it. Yeah.
100%. What for our people that have never done their own crawfish boil? What's the best way to do it?
Watch my videos and learn.
There you go.
There's a lot of people out there. And it's one of those things, crawfish, you can do a lot of different ways. But crawfish is simple. You know, take your time, watch a few videos. I think people get intimidated because it's a live animal or a live creature, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, it's about a good time. So
I got to ask you, I watched your video on the brisket. How much hate? Because I watched your video of you doing the deer, and you said, listen, I know how to clean a deer. I might have done brisket a little bit differently, and you guys let me know. Did you get a lot of hate mail about the brisket?
It was pretty bad, but it's all leading up to something because this weekend, actually, I'm with the 6-time barbecue champion of the world. I'm with another guy that's won a whole bunch of barbecue competition. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to hurt some Cajuns feelings, some Coonasses feelings. We're not known for barbecue. Yeah. Go across the map at champion barbecues. There's only 1 or 2 from South Louisiana that ever won a rib competition. Like, I'm talking about for big time. We're not known for that. So, and I'll take it. I'm not going to say I know everything about barbecue. That's why I don't do many videos. So I knew the brisket video was going to get a lot of hate mail. And it's perfect because next video I do, I'm going to be with some champions learning me. Because once you think you know it all, you lost the game. And I want to learn how to cook great barbecue. Maybe I'll never win nothing, but I just want to learn. And that's another avenue of cooking that I want to explore.
Yeah. So people are so sensitive too, especially like when you got like a traditional, Texans are assholes about brisket. Let's just face it. I mean, it is what it is. You know, probably most of your hate mail came from assholes in Texas. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But you know, they've got it's salt, pepper, and that's it. That's all you're supposed to put on a brisket and da 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 da. But I mean, you know, you tried something. You tried something different, and was it good? Did you enjoy it?
Oh, and that was the first thing they got on. It was a Wagyu brisket.
Yes.
At Christmas, that was the first thing that everybody ate. And anyway, I did get some people like, leave the barbecue to Texas. And I was like, I feel the same thing when I see y'all balling crawfish.
Yeah.
So they was like, hey, we're good. We're good. So, no, it's all. And one thing I do in my cooking show, I said, do it how you like. Yeah. And that seems to kill a lot of haters. Because, like, if you don't like champignons, mushrooms, don't put in there. Ball how you like. Cook how you like. Use the seasoning that you like, and that seems to kill them right there. So,
well, let's be honest. Who the hell goes to freaking New Orleans to eat a damn rib, anyways? I mean, we don't.
No, you're not doing that for sure.
I mean, that's not the deal. And if I went to Lockhart, Texas, I wouldn't go there wanting to get etouffee.
No, you ain't gonna get no boudin out of Texas. I promise you that.
Do you make your own boudin?
Yes, they do a lot of it, and you know, I don't really make it in the casings anymore. I like to stuff chickens. I call them yard pimps. I like to stuff them with that.
Oh, that sounds good.
You know, make patties and stuff with it. The first thing a lot of people do, they cut it out the casing because they don't want to eat the casing. So I'm like, screw that. It's a lot easier. That's a whole step out of it. So I'll make the boudin, make patties, and stuff a lot of stuff with it.
I don't think I've ever had it in patties. I love boudin. I'll tell you what, this makes me sound really amateur, but have you been to Buc-ee's before?
Once or twice. That place is so one thing about Buc-ee's, when I leave Buc-ee's, then I call my wife and tell her I was there, because if I tell her I'm going there, that's $200 spent on jerky and candy. I'm like, oh Lord.
They got the best bathrooms in the whole fucking world. You can play a football game in their bathrooms, but they've got boudin. What is it? It's the
boudin balls?
No, the fucking German. God dang, we get them. That's like. Motherfucker.
Boudin summer sausage.
No, boudin kolaches. Boudin kolaches. And them fuckers are good.
It's just.
I'm still wondering why you playing around in the male's bathroom. That's all I know.
Why are we playing football there? It's crazy because Buc-ee's is something, I don't know. It's a weird place because like it's a convenience store like any other convenience store.
A convenience store on crack.
Yeah, but I mean now people are like flocking to it. It's like a mecca that everybody has to go to.
And you know what? The food is good.
Yeah,
it is. It's good. That's like the pulled pork sandwiches, all that. It's freaking good. So hey, shit, kudos to them.
Yeah, they made it.
They have good quality stuff.
They figured it out.
But for people up north, we got a lot of northern listeners. Buc-ee's is a big convenience store with about 100 gas pumps, and you can buy everything in there, but pussy and something else, I guess. But you can get anything else you want in that place.
You could probably get that
in there also. It's probably some lot lizards in there every once in a while.
That's why you're in the man's bathroom.
So this is a crazy place that you find yourself in now. I mean, you go from making cooking videos and now you're everywhere. What has that been like?
It's a good time, and we we take our time. It's a lot about giving back. Just like today, we had this charity event, and next week we'll be in the middle of nowhere, Texas, balling crawfish, and it's amazing. Just and the thing about you go somewhere, you see the smiles on kids' faces when they see me. It's like Santa Claus. I get to hug him, like he does exist. You know what I mean? So it's overwhelming. It's humbling. But it at the end of the day is you got to appreciate how do you get here? How did you get here? Because you have fans. Because somebody likes what you do. Somebody appreciates you. That's what it's all about. Once you get out of the realm of that, then you've lost it. So it's humbling. It's great. And that's why I try to do as many events as I can just to show the world that, hey, it's legit. It's a good show, and we're giving back to the community.
What was your first video that went viral, for lack of a better term? Do you remember what it was?
I remember like it's yesterday. So, and the whole thing is I used the word coon ass in the video. And so growing up in high school, I spent 3 summers on a shrimp boat with a guy. He was pretty much an asshole, but he was a shrimper. And so one day he didn't have no money to pay me. He said, hey, man, take these shrimp home, ball them, sell them. I was like, I'm going to go ball them shrimp. He said, well, you know how to ball shrimp? I was like, nah, I'm 18, 17 years old. I know how to do everything. He said, well, tell me how I do. He said, man, messed up right there. And so, and when I go places and I ball shrimp, people want to know, dude, how did you do that? Those shrimp peeled amazing. And I got the TikTok and I started watching videos. And I said, man, these are some false false videos. They lead people in the wrong way to mess up stuff. And I called out my daddy. I called out everybody. I said, even y'all coon asses, y'all shrimp don't peel. When I go to your house, I got to eat potted meat. I'm about to learn y'all one last one. I slammed that paddle down. I went to bed that night. We put it on TikTok. I woke up the next morning. My wife said, man, you seen your video? I said, yeah, I made the video. I seen it. She's like, no, you got like 8 million views. Like, holy shit, I went viral. I was like, well, let's show them the soft shell crab. Let's show them the jambalaya. Let's show them the pasta live. And just started making videos and the character and the energy and the positivity that you get from veterans, people that are sick, people going through stuff in their life, hit you up and say, man, I can't wait to get home at the end of the day and just watch your videos, just put that one last smile on my face before I go to bed. And that's what it's about. And that's what fueled me to keep going, is the children, the people, the veterans, just to keep going to positivity. Because in this world today, it's shit. I hate to tell you, the world's shit. And there's not much positivity out there. Everything's negative. Everybody's trying to jump on somebody's back. And that's what keeps me going.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right about that. I don't watch the news anymore. I can't do it. I mean, it's fucking, you watch it and you're just like, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go again. And there's so many people that are just in that world of constantly on Twitter and constantly getting bad news and constantly worried about shit that's probably never even going to happen. And then there you are just making, you know what? I'm just going to fucking drink beer. I'm going to boil some shit and we're just going to have a good time. And hopefully I put a little smile on your face before you go to bed. And you're creating an outlet for a lot of people.
Right.
And you're exactly right. That's what it's all about. What's the workflow like? Are you constantly like, okay, what recipe can I make next? Is that what you're thinking like, or is it just kind of come to you?
Well, it goes off of how much time we got. If I got all day to cook, man, I'll do like some crackling, some pork skins. I'll do some chickens, yard pimps. Or if we got something quick, like a video I put out yesterday, I did sausage cheese biscuits. Sausage cheese or something quick. I got a good crew with me that handles all the merchandise, all the, a lot of the media part. And so it does get time consuming. But no, we all, we just talking about what we want to eat. What you feel like eating? Like, look, I want some boudin. Boom, we make a video. What you want? I want a soft shell crab po' boy. Boom, we roll a video, So I'm coming out with a video tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Saturday, but it's on air. But I got a farm, I got rabbits, I got quail, and I got honeybees. So the video I made yesterday, I amped them up like, hey, I'm about to show y'all what I do with them bees. And think about, all my friends say, when the world ends, if I look right, I look left, and you ain't by my side, I'm fucked. You know what I mean? They want me ready to go, you a bad motherfucker, and you going to cook for us, and we're going to survive. You know what I'm saying? So, and I take that home. Like, I got some great friends, and they support me, but at the end of the day, they're like, I want to go down with you. I say if we ever have another Noah Ark, he's going to call me first and say, what you got to put on this boat, bro? So,
what's the menu going to look like?
Y'all can survive in that swamp down there a lot better than a lot of people because you got plenty of food to eat.
Well, that's how we ended up there. We got exiled out of Canada because we're a bunch of coon asses. We went as first we caught a crawfish and said, shit, we here, let's get it. So,
what is it, the Nutra?
Yeah. Have you ever had Nutra?
Well, yeah, Nutra is the same as a rabbit. You got to think of an animal, what it eats. Nutra just eats grass, just like a rabbit. So they taste the same. Now, you got to get over eating a big-ass rat. But, you eat squirrels. What's a damn squirrel? A big-ass rat in a tree? It's all the same. Raccoons, you got to prepare them a little different. They got the glands. I eat that. You just got to know how to clean them and cook them. So everything's good,
What will you not eat that's in the woods? What will you not eat?
So I definitely, if I'm starving to death, I'll probably eat anything. But, when you see a possum climb out of a cow's ass, I'd probably eat a skunk before a possum. I got nothing if you're a possum lover out there, but that's probably the last thing I eat. I eat a snake before a possum.
Yeah. So Nutra, they just get a bad rap because they're called a Nutra rat.
Yep, they just got the rat name. You got a rat name, anybody wants to eat a rat. You know what I'm saying? So all they is they're a big swamp rabbit.
You said raccoons have a gland on? I've never had raccoon before. They've got a gland on them?
Yeah, they got scent glands that you got to cut out before you cook them because you don't want to cook that gland. Mm-hmm. So, you got to find it's under the armpits, just like a human. You cut them glands out, and then you can cook them. But people, if you don't know what you're doing and go ahead and cook a whole coon and you got them glands in there, that'll ruin your day. Then you don't like coon,
No, yeah, keep it. But yeah, I'm with you on a possum. I mean, and you think about it, a skunk, like you never see a skunk doing anything nasty. They smell like shit, but like they look like a fairly clean critter.
Yep.
I've never heard of nobody eating a skunk.
I'm sure they will. I never ate one. I give it that. I never ate a skunk or a possum. Everything else, I probably didn't eat. But
you clean that deer in no time.
Yeah,
that's.
I've never worked at a butcher shop. But I hope there ain't no game wardens on this channel. They got some. But I've cleaned a few creatures in my day. You know what I mean? So and the whole thing about the video, it was not to show you how to clean a deer. But I guarantee if you watch that video, you picked up one or two little bitty things that you could do the next time you clean a deer. Clean it like you like, but there might be one or two things I did that say, "Oh, that'll help me out."
Well,
and that was the whole video.
You put the hook lower in the leg than I'd ever heard. I'd always done it like you said. Like you said, most of y'all are going to put it back here at this tendon, but if that breaks, you're fucked. There's nothing for you to hang on to.
That's it, and then you can save that tendon. So when the butcher, if you do bring it to a butcher, they can hang it in that first tendon. They're just simple little just little tricks and trades you learn. And and you go to these hunting camps, and I know you've seen it before. Man, they got saws and big snippers. And I was like, you sawing all them bones? Where you thinking bone fragments are going? That's going in that meat. And then when you get your meat back from your butcher, because if you're using a saw, you're probably not doing your own meat. Then you'll be pissed off at the butcher because you got bones in it. And it's on you, man. Take care of your own meat, So
yeah, and you did. I mean, you did it all with. You had a pocket knife and it had a little gut hook on it. And that was your only tool.
That was all you need. Yep.
So what are you doing with all your honey? You said you're going to do something with the video on your honeys. What's coming out on it?
I got about like I said in the video. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a bee expert because there's people that take these queens, they breed them, they split hives. I got about 8 good hives. I get about 300 pounds of honey a year. I'll save 20, 30 pounds for my family, and we jar up the rest. I got a little store where I sell my seasoning and my cookbooks and my pots and pans out of, and we'll just put it in there and sell it or give it as Christmas gifts or whatever. But, one thing about local honey, if you have allergy problem, you get the honey from where you live at, and it helps out with that. So most of my customers are local. It's too much. I don't have enough to start trying to ship it all over, but that's basically what we do. We jar it up, give it away, sell a little bit, and just enjoy it.
I love honey when you can get it with a comb, and you can't hardly find anybody selling it anymore with a comb.
What good does that do, Jeff?
I just like it better that way.
Oh.
He likes to chew on it. So the reason why you can find it, because I used to do a little bit of it, but now what I do is I save the comb and I put it right back to the bees. That gives them another head start on making honey. They don't have to draw the comb out. So if you take all the comb from them, put it back in there, that's more work the bees have to do. So we just uncap it, get the honey out, and give them the comb back. Boom, they right back making honey instead of billing comb. That's why it's hard to find people that sell the comb.
That makes sense.
Because it puts them behind.
Yeah, you used to see it all the time with it, and you don't see it anymore, and that's exactly why.
How many times have you been stung?
Every time.
Every time. You're consistent.
If you don't get stung, you ain't got enough bees.
Shit. No.
Yeah.
My uncle, he's allergic to them. So, like, if they get his ass, not good.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've known some beekeepers that had bees all their life. All of a sudden, they got stung, and then now they're allergic. They're 60 years old and allergic now, and they got to get rid of everything. So
I was watching a show one time, and a guy had a farm, and he was going to put bees on there, and the beekeeper, he only wore like a little face mask.
Yep.
That was it. Like, he was wearing just regular jeans, and I mean, he would just take the bite if it came. But
Gordon Ramsay the other day had a guy on doing that.
But what's funny is the yahoo that had the farm that was wanting the bees on it, he was fully decked out in like the whole suit, and the son of a bitch still got underneath and started going. He had a couple under there. They just went to town on his ass.
It's kind of like, I would say it's kind of like your own pet dog. You use the dog, you know what he can do. You don't trust your neighbor if he comes over with your dog. The more you deal with the bee, the more they know what's about to happen. In my video, I don't wear gloves. I got jeans on, but I do have a suit. You don't want to get stung on the eyelid or on the nose or the lip. I mean, the women like the Botox, but I don't like that kind of Botox. man, you be swole up. And be in my next video, be like, "What them bees tore your ass up?" So, I don't mind getting some, but man, on the eyelid, end of the nose, or the lips, that's a bad deal right there, man. So it ain't about. I think people are like, "Oh, you wore a mask, you scared?" No, I mean, you gotta use some sense in your life. You know, it ain't all about being a macho man. But.
So, what is Stalekracker's future? What are you planning on in the future?
So I got some products coming out. I got the Cajun two-step. I got the Cajun two-step fire. I got the Gator Drool, which is my hot sauce. I got a Money Dip, which is my dip for everything from French fries, hamburgers to crawfish balls. I'm coming out with a Cajun orange juice sauce, which is wish to share with attitude. The whole thing is you know, this social. I know social media. It's a mountain, and at the end of the day, it goes down. But while the mountain's coming up, you come out with good products. I'm talking about good products, not just to sell. And let me stop right there. When you know, when I came out with the season, and people were like, "Oh, you just making something because you got followers," and then they try and like, "Oh shit, that's good. You got me. You actually put thought in it. You just didn't put out salted shit to sell a product."
Right.
And the Cajun two-step, we taking lemon and lime juice, taking the juice into the powder and putting it back into the seasoning. Something nobody's doing. You got to do something different, something innovative. And that's the whole thing with the Stalekracker. Come out with product, get a brand, then promote your brand, keep making cooking videos, and just see where it goes from there. You know?
Well, you hit the nail on the head. Like, make a good product. Don't just go to this mass company that, you know, does this for a living and just pump out a bunch of shit that's it's just basically salt with some fucking coloring in it. Like, make something that you actually like, something that you actually use, not something that is going to sell well because of who you are. Make something that is good. And that's what so many people miss the boat when they get to your position, is they just want to put as much shit out as they can.
Yeah.
You're good. You're back. They just want to put as much stuff out as they can, and it's just like that turns your fans off.
Yeah. You know, thinking you're in the hunting industry, and it pisses me off no end because I do a lot of hunting. I grew up duck hunting. We trained our own duck dogs, and we trained dogs for a lot of people. And people started, you know, wanting the dogs to do too much.
Yeah.
Like, I want my dog to go get a beer and do that. I'm like, dude, we out. I'm gonna train your dog to sit, stay, and go get your duck and bring it back. But I want him, and then we got out the game, and the salt water moved in down in South Louisiana and really messed the ducks up. But anything back to the hunting industry is if you can get a average to below average product in the right person's hand and make it seem like it's great and sell the shit out of it, and then you get it like, man, this ain't shit.
Yeah.
It's mismarketing. You know, I look at it, especially in the hunting industry, and I'm not gonna bring up brands that I think is total crap that the certain people got it. Yeah, I put this dope pea up right here, and I killed 190-inch buck because I put this dope pea. Yeah, you're a lying sack of shit. I know better than that. But I try to stay away from the gimmicks. When I see a gimmick, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You know that shit don't work.
Yeah.
And you see it in the hunting industry all the time.
Oh, it's running rampant in the hunting industry.
I
mean, there's so many things that are out there, and you're just like, come on, you're not fucking. Number one, if you thought that was a good, like, you've got people behind the scenes that are telling you, hey, you need to put your name behind this because it's gonna work. It's like, you wouldn't fucking use that if your life depended on it.
No. I mean, you think about it in the fishing industry. You catch a fish on a white piece of flagging with a hook in it going through the water, but you got to have the fanciest fishing bait, the fanciest reel, and that's one thing I'm not going to get caught in that. I'm going to put something out. It's going to work. It's going to work every time, and it's going to be exactly what I tell you it's going to be.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, 15 years ago, there wasn't any Cajun seasoning hardly other than Tony Chachere's and Tabasco.
Say it again.
Tony sees is what I say because I can't pronounce it.
Is it Chachere? How do you say it?
Tony Sassery.
Well, I'm not a coon ass. I'm from West Texas, so I did my best I could do there.
Have him say Worcestershire. He can't say that either. So
Worcestershire. But Tony C's, we'll call it. Them and Tabasco was the only thing you could find, and now there's a lot of products out there good. But I think that the Cajun food has taken over because people from up north are finally getting a taste of it. And it shocks me when I ask somebody, do you like Cajun food? I don't know if I've ever had it.
They finally got internet.
How the
up there.
hell do you not fucking have Cajun food in your life?
Right. Well, you think about Cajun food, people think So you can make macaroni and cheese if you put some seasoning, Cajun seasoning on it. Well, not Cajun food. That's the most false thing you could ever do right there.
Yeah.
Back to the food thing is people like, I don't like Cajun food because it's too spicy. You never had it because you're thinking of what other people have told you. You know what I'm saying? So have the experience, try. You don't like it, hey, move on. There's a lot of other stuff out there, you know.
What is a king cake exactly now? Because I've had different kinds of king cakes. So I want to know what a king cake is.
King cake is it's a dough, and you can stuff it with cream cheese, strawberry filling. It's a bread dough it's a sweet bread dough that you make in a circle, and you stuff it whatever you want, and you layer it with icing just like a cake, and you put your sugar on top, which is the color of, purple, green, as a, Mardi Gras symbol. So it's a sweet cinnamon roll kind of dough, then into a circle. I mean, they're good. They ain't good for you, but they're good.
we had one out here.
Well, it was good. God almighty.
2 years ago, and we put like jalapeno jelly on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yep.
Motherfucker. It was delicious. Like, it did not last. I think it got taken up before. And I can't remember what else we had that day.
He made that, and he made pasta. Is it pastilla?
Yep. I do a pastilla, jambalaya. So the thing about that's where I'm a jambalaya fan. People don't believe that. Jambalaya is rice. But when you cook for kids and birthday parties, kids like macaroni and cheese. Yeah. So I said, let me see what I can do with this pastilla. And I started adding Velveeta and cream cheese in it. It's a creamy cheese meat lovers heaven, and the kids love it. They eat the crap out of it. They be like, you're not real Cajun because you're using pasta. I'm like, I'm cooking for what the people want, So in request, if people call me to cook, number one thing is crawfish. The second thing is the pastilla. You paying? I'm cooking. What you want to eat? You want a pastilla? Cook a pasta. Me, I rather jambalaya, but it is what it is.
So explain to me the difference between jambalaya and pastilla.
Pasta.
Yeah, pasta. Well, jambalaya is made with rice. Pastilla is made out of pasta.
But everything else is the same.
But the same. So it's meat and cheese.
Well, no. Here we go. We're about to learn you real quick.
Okay.
So jambalaya is meat. You got your Holy Trinity. You smother all your meat and your sausage down. You throw your rice with your water. Boom, you got it. So what I did with the pastilla was the same way, but I added, my step on it was I added cream cheese to it and Velveeta to make it a little more creamier. That way the kids and all are like, man, it's like mac and cheese on crack. That's what I call it. And they sop it up, man. So that's a little spin I put on it. But if you take the cream cheese and the Velveeta out, they're exactly the same. One's got rice, one got pasta.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Yep.
What did you do before this? What was your job before you?
I still do the same thing. I'm a public servant, work, and I still got a full-time job. And I got a position at my job that I got nights and I don't have to work nights and weekends, so it gives me my weekends off. So now I got more time to do events.
So that's a good thing. So
yeah.
I'm not even gonna ask you that next question because you just got a good position. So that's good though. That's good though. That you still got your regular job and you still got your regular friends and.
Oh, definitely. There ain't nothing. I still got the old truck I had from the beginning. So.
So y'all, when did Mardi Gras end? Not too long ago.
What?
When did Mardi Gras end? That was just a couple weeks ago.
When did Mardi Gras? It was like last week or so, 2 weeks ago. It wasn't long ago. I didn't partake much in Mardi Gras. I kind of shying away from that. Well, I did. I was a grand marshal in a parade back in my hometown, but I didn't do the big New Orleans, the whole shindig on Bourbon Street and all that. It kind of overwhelmed me. You know what I mean?
That's rough. I've never been to New Orleans for Mardi Gras, but I can imagine it's hard on the liver. I'm assuming.
It's a one-time experience. You need to do it once. Kitty bar the door. That's it.
It goes on for like a month, though. I don't understand.
It's about 7 days.
Is it?
It just feels like a month.
I think people pregame too much, and it's always. It seems like all of March, it's like Mardi Gras this, Mardi Gras that, Mardi Gras, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a month or two leading up to it with the local parades, but the New Orleans thing's probably 5 to 7 days. So.
And what is that? What's that scene like? New Orleans is a fairly dangerous city anyway.
Debauchery.
Yeah. One thing I'd say about New Orleans, if you go there, stay in a group, find your nice hotel, don't stray away from the mainstream, and then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. People get intimidated by it. It's not that bad. But you get the small groups of people, they want to wander off into the middle of nowhere and bad things happen. Could happen, but just use your brain.
We were 2 years ago. I was coming through. My younger brother, my youngest brother, graduated from Army basic training in South Carolina. Anyway, we took like a whole southern tour of America, and we ended up staying the night. We got into New Orleans like 11 o'clock at night. We went straight to the hotel. Anyway, my wife has never been. And so it's Sunday morning, and we were staying outside of New Orleans. Where did we stay at? I can't remember. It doesn't matter.
Picayune.
Anyway. Yeah, sure. It doesn't matter. So I was like, we'll drive down there. It's 10 o'clock Sunday morning, and they shut down all the streets because they got to hose all the fucking trash into the gutters from Saturday night. So she's like, oh, my God, I can't believe. Like, I'm like, what the fuck else you going to do with it? Like, you're not going to pick all this shit up. Like, they got a system. They hose it down. No big deal.
Yep.
Anyway, we're driving down the road, and there's like a window, and it's kind of got a ledge to it. And there's a homeless guy sleeping underneath it. And my son was like 4 at the time. He looked outside, and he said, Dad, that guy, he's sleeping under that window. I was like, yeah. He's like, he's only got a box above him. I was like, yeah. He's like, whew. He must have had a really rough night last night. I was like, son.
When that street cleaner come through, you about to get him a bath. That's what he was waiting on, his bath of the day.
Yeah. So I was like, but he's had more than one rough night, I think.
People can book you for personal appearances. You'll go and cook for them and do all that? Or
Well, yeah, they can, but we trying to do like charity events, big festivals, fairs. The thing is, I don't mind going cook for 10 people. Does that help me out? Not really. But if I go to a place that has thousands people, gets the brand out there, gets you to meet more fans, and it's I guess it's best time for your buck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, if we got time, we would do cook for a small group, but we want to do more events, more festivals, more fairs. Get out there, So
yeah, that makes more sense,
So we're upcoming events people can see you at that you're going to be at.
So I know that next weekend we'll be in Midland, Texas. Then we got some stuff in Laurel, Mississippi, and we'll post about a week out wherever we're going if it's a public event. And on all my social medias, I'll send a little flyer saying, "Look, this is where I'm gonna be. This is what we're gonna be doing. Come out, get your picture, hang out." Get hydrated and motivated. So
we got a ton of people in Midland that listen to this. All the oil field guys. Are they having their oil fest out there? Is that what it is? Rig fest.
What's the day? So Saturday. I think it's the 9th. The 9th.
One's for the oil field. The other is like an actual.
It's the crawfish festival in Midland, Odessa. It's on a Saturday. So it'll be next weekend. This weekend coming. The 9th. We'll be out there. Come out there and check us out.
Midland's nice. Odessa's a shithole.
I think from what I hear, it's all the same thing. It just runs together.
Yeah, Midland.
I don't know. I've never been. So.
Midland's where all the money is. Odessa's where all the workers are.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So.
What part are you from?
So we are about 3 hours northeast of Midland.
Yeah, we're an hour north of Abilene.
We're in a little bit prettier part of Texas, but not by much.
Yeah, that's stretching it big time.
Fucking dirt's blowing out there. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I hate springtime in Texas.
I don't know. Texas loves me, man. Every time I go to Texas, I'm treated like a king, man. I got nothing bad to say about that state. They have treated me great. At every event, people come out. They show their support. It's awesome.
So how much, and then we're going to start wrapping up here because I know you got a bunch of fans out there that want to see you. Creating your character and all the fun sayings and stuff. How was that something that you kind of already did and then you just put it on tape, or is that something like that you thought about and like how am I gonna personify myself in these videos?
So everything we did happened by accident. It was so the filming part, we just filmed what we did on the weekends. We hang out, we drink beer, we have a good time. Me and my wife entertain us. We have all our friends and family over. We cook, have fun, and then the character, it just happened. And then once it happened, you couldn't go back because you got the hearts of the kids, and they looked up to you, and it's like, man, this like Cajun Santa Claus. They call me. I don't know. So once it started, like, I can't go back. But it actually helped. So now I can get out of this character. I can take my wife and kids to a restaurant. Nobody knows who you are. they'll be behind you watching your videos. They'll be like, yeah, that dude's an asshole. They'll be like, he's a great guy. Like, no, he's an asshole. So it's just everything we did. We never forced anything, with the seasoning and the new products and the places we go. If it's any friction, we out and it's good. But if everything just when one door closed, it seems like 50 opens up. And it's, you God's blessed me, I guess, and then you leave it up in His hands. But everything we've done it just happened for a reason, just it accidentally happened and we're going with it. Because I think if you would ever said tomorrow I'm gonna put this on and I'm going viral, you would never made it 1 second. People would have picked up that it wasn't natural.
Right.
So that's the thing about it. So
well, and that's the thing. Like, one viral video doesn't mean that you're going to be successful. Like, you've got to keep producing, and you've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal and keep coming up with new ideas and keep morphing your character and make sure that it's resonating with the viewers. So, like, one viral video, you're not there yet, but you've made it. I mean, you knew that, and you kept putting out good quality content, and you've built a loyal following.
And one thing about my channel, it is a lot about cooking, and I'm gonna tell you. So I keep it family friendly. I keep it non-political. So, and you got from little bitty kids to 90-year-olds in the nursing home watching me. The kids like the funny sayings. The middle-aged people likes to drink it and hydrate, and then the older people say, "Damn, that's how my grandpa cooked. He knows what he's doing." So I'm pulling in everybody from walks of life because it's a good. Even if you don't know how to cook, you can watch my channel and you get a laugh on your face.
Yeah.
So,
crawfish season, when does that end?
We probably wrap it up around July the 4th. July 4th weekend is probably the last weekend we try to spit them out. The water temperature gets really high. The crawfish get hard. They start going back in the mud. Crawfish is not a season like a duck season or a deer season. It goes off of water temperature. If it never gets cold in South Louisiana, we catch crawfish all year. When it gets cold, crawfish go in the mud. It gets hot, crawfish go in the mud. So you like the water temperature 68, 75 degrees, it stays in there, you catch crawfish. When it gets over that, it gets hard. When it gets under that, they go in the mud.
So it's all temperature.
There's more and more crawfish farms every year too, aren't there?
It's just like everything else. Everybody see people making money and being successful, and hey, it's good, man. It's Louisiana stuff. Let's get it out there. I mean, I'm good with it, and more people farm them, more people get aware of them, and say, it's a thing, and everybody has a good experience. That's what it's about. I'm not mad that other people are doing it. Good. I'm glad they are.
That's a lot of work. I saw the video with you walking behind the cart or pushing the little boat thing, loading them up. Whew. Yeah. That's a lot of work.
So we used to use the boat with the wheel on it, but it tears up the ground, it kills crawfish, and at the end of the year, you got to get bulldozers to fix the ruts it makes. At the end of the day, it's more cost efficient. You're seeing gas and diesel prices these days.
Yep.
Cajun power is free. You just walk behind that. It's free. Just go out there and walk around. So, it's fun. And, that's the commercial side of it. I'm going to do some more videos in the boat, in the spillway, catching crawfish like people do for their families. That's coming up. Just to show there's different ways to do it, different styles,
Yeah.
So,
from what I've heard, crawfish, that's kind of what been one of the problems with Louisiana duck hunting. More and more crawfish are popping up, and it's kind of taken away from the rice production.
Well, that's a touchy subject right there. I think it's a lot to do with
I had to ask you one hard question.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but anyway. So I'm gonna say it's due to saltwater invasion. Saltwater's killing all our grass. Mm-hmm. The weather's not been good. The cold winters are not pushing them down. Our best duck, we should run duck season February on. We'll kill a lot of ducks, but by the time duck season closed, ducks are not here, and then the next week you're full of ducks and the season's closed, Yeah. So I think it's just a lot of stuff going on with that.
Loss of habitat is a big thing. With the saltwater moving in, like if they don't have anywhere.
A lot of sugar cane too.
A lot of sugar cane.
Yeah, ducks don't eat sugar cane.
No, just fat people.
They can't do it. Well, listen, this has been a lot of fun. I know you got people out there that are waiting on you. If you ever get out to West Texas, want to shoot some ducks and geese, please give us a holler. We'd love to have you out here. Keep up the good work. People are too sensitive. People are too serious right now, and you're creating a little bit of joy out in the world, and there's not enough of that right now. So my hat's off to you.
Justin Wilson would be very proud of you.
I hope so. I hope he would be. I know he is. I know my grandpa is. They're very proud. I'm taking their recipes. I'm spicing and dicing them and bringing them back to life and putting I put a little Cajun persuasion on everything. And we're doing good with it. And I appreciate y'all taking y'all time out to have me on the show. And maybe we'll knock some ducks in the head and some geese in the head pretty soon.
We'd love to have you out here. So stay safe, have an awesome summer, and
hold on. Give me one more guarantee, like Justin Wilson would say.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you what, we're gonna put that on a cracker, dude. I guarantee you.
Perfect. Hey, I appreciate it, Stalekracker. You have a great day, and God bless you.
You too. Thank you.
Take care of yourself, bud. Bye.
Guys, taking over down there.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has.
So tell me about the brisket. I didn't see that one video. I've watched a bunch of videos.
Oh, I mean, he just... Okay. Texas, we're assholes when it comes to beef. Probably like they are with seafood. He put mustard on it, and he put some other things, which, it is
if it
what
tastes
it is.
good, that's what it counts.
That's all that counts. And so anyway, he did that video, and then after that, a couple videos later, he was cleaning a deer, and he said, listen, I know I did the brisket video, and y'all let me know about that. So evidently, he got some
feedback.
Got some hate, but not good feedback.
Well,
but hey,
if you're getting feedback, that means people are listening to you and watching you.
You want
whether
people,
they like it or not.
You want people to pay attention to you.
I mean,
and good for him, because he's in a position now to where he could put his name on any kind of product and it would sell very, very well, even if the quality wasn't there. So kudos to him for. We're gonna make sure everything's right before we put my name on.
I used to love to watch Justin Wilson cooking shows when I was a kid.
I don't know who Justin Wilson is.
He's an old Cajun, got a mustache, and he's funny. He talks and he says, "I guarantee," but he tells stories while he'll talk about duck hunting and goose. He's got some good stories. He really does. He's just an old Southern humorist or Cajun humorist and a cook.
Really,
but he was an interesting guy, and that's interesting that he lived next door to him. But Justin Wilson was just a famous Cajun, kind of like he told stories like Jerry Clower, and Jerry Clower's from Mississippi, and he was from not very far from New Orleans. He's it's interesting guy.
People down in Southern Louisiana are the best. They're the best.
I mean, that's a cool area.
It's,
I would not want to live anywhere down there.
No,
it's too damn hot.
Yeah, it's hot and snakes and alligators and no good. But the people down there, it's just just like
they're real people,
just like the guys that we have here. He cooks every weekend for his friends, his family, and all the kids come over, and he said, that's my one time a week or a month, and I put eyes on you, and I make sure everything's going okay, and if there's anything I can do for you. So, yeah, they're good people.
Yeah, they are. Real good people, great cooks, great life. They live life. I'm telling you right now, we get people that hunt with us from every state, just about, other than Hawaii and maybe Alaska some years, but just about every other state is here every year. The coon asses down there are more about being outdoors and enjoying themselves than any group of people we have anywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you can't have a group of guys here from Indiana or Illinois that aren't the same way, but every group we have from Southern Louisiana acts that way. Mm-hmm. Every one of them. They love waterfowl hunting, they love to hunt, they love to be out, and they love to cook, and they love life. And the world would be a lot better off if everybody acted more like that.
Now, I didn't want to sound like a noob to him, but when you asked me if I could do crawfish, if I could boil crawfish, you just boil water, don't you?
I think there's more to it than that, but I don't know.
I know you got to purge them.
I don't know.
He did do a video on that. You got to put all the live crawfish in fresh water, and then they clean out their system.
I don't know.
So I'll have to.
I've only been to 2 or 3 to crawfish bowls.
If we get some crawfish, then I'll have to go to his videos. And
I'll order a bag at HEB.
No. Calm down, Jeff. Calm down, Jeff. Calm down. Settle down.
I enjoy crawfish a little bit, but they're a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And if you watch his videos on how you catch them, that's a lot of work.
What about
there were some hungry motherfuckers that ate that first crawfish
because it's the first oyster.
Because it's a shitload of work to get to them. It's a shitload of work to cook them. It's a shitload of work to eat them. It's just a shitload of work.
But the corn and potatoes are good.
Corn and potatoes are good.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. It's good job having him on. Thank y'all for listening to us. God bless y'all. Have a new day. Hey, we got a brand new shirt out too. Y'all need to check it out. It'll be on. I'll have Andy put it on the Instagram.
Home of the Big Cock.
Home of the Big Cock. Stanfield Hunting Outfitters. God bless y'all. Have a great day.
Check out all of our sponsors before you leave here. Check out Dive Bomb Industries, State Plains Meat, Bangtail Whiskey, Stanfield Hunting Outfitters, Gun Dog Outdoors, Lucky Duck, Looking Glass Duck Club Podcast, Dirty Duck Coffee, Shin Gear Waders, Pacific Calls, Boss Shot Shells, and Alpha Outdoor Specialties.